They laughed before they even saw her face. To them, the roar of an engine that smooth, that powerful, belonged only to a man, only to someone older, only to someone who looked nothing like her. But when the sleek, yellow Lamborghini rolled to a stop outside the schoolyard, jaws tightened. For a breathless second, the bullies stood stunned, then the laughter exploded. Look who's pretending to be rich. Probably borrowed it for a day. No way that's hers. She doesn't belong in that car. The door lifted upward and Amara Lewis stepped out. 17. Quiet. Known for walking alone. Her sneakers crunched against the gravel as the sunlight bounced off the Lamborghini's golden paint, casting sharp glints into the bully's eyes. Amara adjusted her backpack and began to walk. Inside her chest, her heart raced, but her face remained calm. She had always known envy had sharp teeth, but today, those teeth were bared. A tall boy, Marcus, sneered and blocked her path. "So, who'd you steal it from?" The others laughed. Another voice added, "Bet she washes cars on the weekends and just borrowed this one." Amara ignored them and stepped forward. But Marcus shoved her shoulder lightly, just enough to make the others roar. Another boy bent down and snatched her backpack, tossing it between them like a toy. When Amara bent to pick it up, a girl smeared mud across the Lamborghini's polished hood with her palm. The golden paint dulled under the streak of dirt. Amara's breath caught. "Stop it," she said firmly, her voice low but steady. The crowd only grew louder. Marcus leaned closer, his grin wide. "What are you going to do, princess? Call the police? Cars like this don't belong to you." And then his hand reached for the side mirror, as if daring to snap it off. Before Amara could speak again, a voice cut through the laughter. "Enough." It wasn't shouted, but it carried a weight that froze the air. Heads turned. Across the street, a man in a gray suit walked toward them, his stride calm, his eyes sharp. Everyone recognized him, Mr. Callahan, the city's most powerful tech magnate. Why was he here? He stopped beside Amara, placing himself firmly between her and the bullies. "Is this how you treat someone who has what you don't? With envy and cruelty?" Marcus stammered, "We didn't mean." Callahan raised a hand, silencing him. Then his gaze softened as he turned to Amara. "Shall I tell them, or would you like to?" For the first time, Amara allowed herself a small smile. "This car isn't borrowed. It isn't stolen. It's mine." Gasps rippled through the crowd. Mr. Callahan nodded. "And do you know why it's hers?" "Because Amara designed the security system that protects it. At 17, she was the youngest on my team of engineers. She earned this car, not through luck, not through theft, but through brilliance." Callahan raised a hand, silencing him. Then his gaze softened as he turned to Amara. "Shall I tell them, or would you like to?" For the first time, Amara allowed herself a small smile. "This car isn't borrowed. It isn't stolen. It's mine." Gasps rippled through the crowd. Mr. Callahan nodded. "And do you know why it's hers?" "Because Amara designed the security system that protects it. At 17, she was the youngest on my team of engineers. She earned this car, not through luck, not through theft, but through brilliance." Silence dropped heavy over the schoolyard. The boys who had mocked her now shifted uncomfortably, the mud on the Lamborghini suddenly feeling like a stain on their own pride. Amara looked at them, not with hate, not with revenge, but with quiet strength. "You see," she said softly, "what you mock today is what you'll admire tomorrow. Instead of tearing people down, maybe you should ask how they built themselves up."